Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here today. Today's topic is all about being abundant versus scarcity and lack, and how you can, the impact of either mindset and how you can continuously create, a life that you want to live into rather than worrying or having thoughts that give you the life that you don't want. All right, so thank you so much for being here. My name is Su Patel, and I am all about helping people command their self-worth so that they can create more joy, more love, more fun, more abundance in their life, in every area of their life. So, what do I mean when we talk about scarcity and lack? There's so much scarcity and lack around, right? Like, all we're constantly thinking about is what we do not have. We're thinking about all the bad things that have happened to us in our lives, the people that have disappointed us, the situations that have disappointed us, the lack of love, the lack of money, the lack of respect, the lack of this, the lack of that, and we're constantly thinking about that over and over and over again. We're complaining about it. We're constantly living into that. We're talking about it. We're thinking about it. We're experiencing it over and over again. We're experiencing the lack, all right? And, it's coming up in our language. It's coming out in how we're being in the world. We're playing really small because all we can think about is, what we don't have in our lives. Now, here's the thing is that the more you're thinking and feeling about what you don't have, and you're complaining about people who do have the things that you want, you will continuously experience more and more lack because you're in a scarcity mindset. All right, you will continuously be looking for evidence, or you'll continuously be looking for evidence showing you that you don't have what it is that you want. All right, because you're continuously attached to having the thing that you want. All right, now I watched this really awesome video that Neil Donald watched. He's the author of Conversations with God, and he explains in this video that whatever you speak in language, like whatever you think is your reality, the universe or God always says yes. So for example, if you feel like you want more money, or you want more friendships, or you want more love in your life, like the universe says yes to that, which means that you will continuously always be wanting. All right, like the universe say, yeah, you do want that. Yes, you do want more money. Yes, you do want more friends. Yes, you do want love. And, you will create in your reality or experience just wanting, okay? Rather than actually creating an environment of, visualizing what it is that you want to live into, being excited about your goals, being excited about the things that you're going to create. Something that I learned at my landmark education is that, what gives us how we feel in this moment is not the past, it's the future that we're living into. Okay, now I know you're thinking, what? But actually, if you think about it, when you're planning a holiday, or when you know that you're going to go on holiday, you've booked your holiday, how then suddenly do you feel? Like if you're going to go on holiday tomorrow, today you're going to be super excited, you're going to get everything done, you're going to, just be like, I don't care what happens, nobody can upset me because I am going on holiday tomorrow. So what gives you how you're feeling now is the future that you're living into. Like, that you're going to be on a holiday, you're going to be on a beach, tanning yourself with, sipping cocktails and, being in the sun and, just really relaxing on your sunbed, right? So that thought is having you be super excited and in the present, and, no matter what happens, nothing's going to get you down. Right? I'm sure you've experienced that. And then there you are, you're on the beach, like 2 weeks later, you're after your 2-week holiday, you're on the beach and you're suddenly all miserable. Why are you miserable? Because you're thinking about going back home, going back to the job, going back to the people and the complaints and the emails and, the regular everyday people, and so you're feeling a little bit miserable. All right. So it's the future that you're living into that gives you how you are now. Okay, so when you're living into a future, like you have a vision, you have these goals that you want to create. Many people don't have those. All right, so I would really suggest that, that's one of the things that you can do is really create. What does your vision for your future look like? What do your goals look like? So that you can start thinking and getting excited about what it is that you want to create, so that you can create more excited feelings in your life. You can start creating more, happy thoughts and, happy ways of being, because you know that, that's, you're creating a future. Because when you're thinking about the things that you do want to create, every day you will start taking actions towards the things that you do want to create. Whether you do it consciously or subconsciously, you will be doing that, okay? Because it's what you really want. Now, and then, we talk about language. So, really speaking what it is that you want to create. So, I already have the car that I want. I'm driving a Mercedes, and I love the experience of my new car, the smell of a new car. And I love that I get to, after a long day's work, I get to, ride home in this beautiful car. I feel safe. I feel, just so supported, and I'm excited. All right. So when you're creating emotions or thoughts or language of what it is that you want in your life, and you're living those, and you're really, you're just totally immersing yourself in what it is that you want to create, like that then becomes your reality. All right. Eventually that's what becomes your reality. But what happens is that constantly we keep dipping in and out of, lack and scarcity, and that's what keeps pulling us back. However you are in this moment, the emotions that you're creating in this moment are creating your future. All right. So, it is really about, as much as possible, living consciously, living in this moment. Recently I had, a really hard time dealing with something with my family, right? And it was really hard because all I was thinking about, oh no, what's going to happen to their future, and how are they going to be, and it's going to, I don't want that for them, and it was a little bit upsetting. But actually, by bringing myself back now into this moment, and really creating that there's nothing wrong in this moment, and everything is all well in this moment, I can start creating, okay, I'm just going to create that there's nothing wrong, and it's all going to be amazing. Like, however life is unfolding is perfect. There's absolutely nothing to worry about, nothing to be anxious about. And in this moment, I can create an amazing future for myself, for my family, and and also my behavior will be in line with what I want to create, rather than being in line with my fear. Okay, because when you're in fear, in worry and anxiety, your behavior is a certain way. You're attached. You're blaming other people. You're feeling guilty, or you're feeling ashamed, or you're feeling bad or wrong, right? So when you're creating, a great future, you're creating a future of well-being, of beautiful outcomes. Your behavior is going to be in line with that. All right. So have a look in your life. Like, number one is, what are your visions and goals? Like, what are you creating that you want to live into? Because that is what is going to help you start getting away from having those scarce thoughts. Because when we don't have a plan, a vision, or some goals that are going to drive us and push us forward, like we don't have this desire of what we want to create, we end up not creating anything. And we're not looking forward to anything, right? So we're constantly just regurgitating and staying in the same space, all right? And the more we're thinking about how beautiful the future is going to be, how, and actually we're feeling those feelings now, is what then creates our future moments, all right? Now, when we talk about scarcity and lack, it's not just about the money that we have. Yes, you're probably thinking, but I don't have any money in my bank. But again, bring yourself back to this moment. Do you have everything that you need right now in this moment? And you do. When I was struggling in my life, like when I was really struggling to, I was all constantly worrying about whether I could pay the rent, or whether I could pay the bills, or whatever. I was constantly thinking about what I didn't have. And I just ended up, getting myself into a bigger hole. But I trained my brain to create an affirmation of, there's nothing wrong in this moment. Everything is fine in this moment. I have everything I need in this moment. All right. And by creating those affirmations, it really helped me, create more of the same, that there's nothing wrong. And eventually, I got myself out of that hole, and, I'm really living my best life now. I created multiple sources of income, and I'm living a life of ease and flow. I've got everything I need, Yes, I've got some goals, but I'm in a great place. I love where I am. And I love sharing with you guys. Like everything that I share with you is stuff that I've gone through, stuff that I've experienced, and I want to be able to share that and help as many people as I can. So, what will really help you to get yourself back into the moment is, create some affirmations that will help you bring you back into this moment so that you can then start focusing on this moment, get balanced, and then start thinking about the good things that you want to create. Now, loads of things can help you, right? You can do journaling, to create your vision. I do scripting where there's a video actually that you can check out over here. About scripting and how to go about creating the reality that you want from journaling, right? From writing things down. You can create a vision board, you can write your goals down, but the point is that you spend more time and energy in creating beautiful things in your future, okay? But experience them now and live in the excitement of what's going to come in your future, okay? So take that on. I hope that really has given you something to think about. Please do comment below. I'd love to hear from you what you got and how it's helping you. And of course, please do connect with me on my LinkedIn page where I am posting regular content as well for you. So thank you so much and see you on the next one.